Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. I'm going to use my strap a little bit today. If you've got something that can make your arms a little bit longer today, it might be useful. But you're really going to need just a little bit of space to move. And let's get started. So let's begin today laying down. If you've got a strap, just have it close by. And once you are laying on your back, I'll give you the option to either lay with your legs out long or make a diamond shape with your legs if you want to get into your hips a little bit. You might rest your hands on your tummy or at your sides, but just closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And doing that again, nice, slow, deep breath in and deep breath out. And one more. Fill your body up with air and then let it go. And just breathing in any way that feels good for you and allowing yourself to slow down your day, to let go of any thoughts that might be on your mind right now. Softening through your shoulders, softening through your chest, maybe listening to the sound of the next inhale you take, tuning out any other noises going on around you. And let's stay just like this for maybe 3 or so more breaths. You might scan your body. Notice how you are feeling so far today. Maybe you'll take just one more full breath in and out. You can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, kind of move your body a little bit. Eventually bringing your knees together and your feet to your mat. You could add a couple rocks of your knees side to side if you'd like. Just give your low back a gentle massage. If you do have a strap to use today, we can find it. If not, you can just hang onto the back of your leg, but we're going to start with our right leg so you can lift your foot up. Add your strap right under those toes if you're using a strap of some kind. Just sending the heel up nice and high and feeling the length, the stretch of the back of the leg. You can keep your left leg bent or you could straighten it for a little more. But just find that sweet spot where the back of your right leg is getting an awesome stretch. Maybe encouraging your toes towards your forehead a little bit more. Maybe you don't have to try that hard at all. To find the nice stretch. Nicely done, you guys. We're just going to move our right leg a little bit. If you need to bring it all the way down to the ground, you can. But I'm going to keep my right leg lifted up, and we're going to take our left foot and try to bring it to the top of our right quad. So if you need to bend your right leg, plant your foot, and then place your left foot on top of your right quad, You can do that for your figure 4, and then lifting the right foot back up into the air should you choose to do so. If you don't have a strap, just hang onto the back of your leg again, hugging your legs towards your chest. But if you do have a strap, I want to keep using it. So you can just hold on to it and continue to guide your toes towards your forehead. Continue to find the length through that right leg, and then sending your low back into the mat to get into that left leg and hip as well. Or again, maybe it's not too hard to find it all, but just relaxing through the shoulders. I like to flex my left foot, the one that's on top of my right quad. I like to wake up that ankle. So maybe your toes are pointing up. Nice work, you guys. So again, we're gonna keep our legs kind of where they are, or we can move a little bit. And if we're gonna move, it's gonna be the left foot sliding towards the right hip crease. So think of half lotus, but we're laying on our backs. So if your foot does not wanna get a little closer to that right hip, just keep it where it is. Or even bring that left leg back down and just focus on the right hamstring. But if you're able to find kind of a half lotus with your left foot, and maybe you can continue to keep the right leg up and long, you could get both, best of both worlds, right leg and left leg, or maybe it is just one or the other, but we're not gonna stay here too much longer. So just send your low back into your mat, whatever your legs happen to be doing right now. Notice where you are feeling the love, and let's just take another breath. And then we can start to release. So let your strap go, let your legs go, eventually so they are both bent and your feet are on your mat. You can shake it out a little bit if you'd like. Rock your knees side to side. And then if you want to start to switch sides, we can go there. You could take a longer break if you would like. But we'll start with just the left leg lifting up. And we'll keep our right leg down. Focus on that left calf and hamstring. You could send your right leg out long if you want a little extra. Maybe closing your eyes and feeling the breath, feeling the stretch through the legs. And then with the option to take this into a figure 4, whether you're going to release your left leg all the way down and then cross your right foot over top of your quad, but you have the option to either keep your strap and that left leg a little straighter, or just let the strap go, hang onto the back of the left leg. Maybe flexing that right foot and sending your low back into the ground a little more. How does your right leg feel? How does your left leg feel? Maybe we'll stay here as well, or go back to where we were. Just that left leg getting some love, or if you wanted to try that half lotus and your legs allow you to do so, your ankle allows you to do so, you can try to bring your right foot towards that left hip crease. Maybe it's just a little bit, maybe it goes all the way into the hip crease, but whatever feels good for you in this moment. Let's take just a couple more moments here. Encouraging your low back into the ground. And just checking in with your body. Checking in with your breath. Letting everything else go. When you're ready to release, you can start to let your legs fall back down and uncross. If you've got a strap, just push it off to the side. Maybe you'll rock your knees side to side a few times or give your knees a nice big hug. You might even lift your head into your shoulders and bring your nose towards your knees. And if you did lift your head and shoulders, slowly drop it back down. Then you can decide if you're going to either rock forwards or roll to one side, but we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees into tabletop. So find your tabletop and then maybe give your hips a gentle rock side to side just to shake things out a little bit more. And then we can reach our arms out in front for our puppy dog stretch. So spread your fingertips wide to start. Push into your palms, lengthen your arms, and then start to melt your chest and your forehead down as you keep your hips nice and high. Softening through the shoulders. And maybe taking a deeper breath in and feel your chest lift. And feel your chest fall as you breathe out. And then using an inhale, slowly lift your chest back up and walk your hands in under your shoulders again, back into your tabletop. We're going to be reaching our right arm back out for half a puppy dog to get a little further into that right shoulder first. So nice long right arm, melting your chest down. If you're able to rest your right cheek, you might feel some love through your neck. Maybe the left hand will come underneath your cheek, a little pillow. Or the left hand can stay at your side for support. But just letting the chest get nice and heavy. Softening through the right shoulder. If you feel comfortable to take the weight out of the left hand, it could find your low back with your palm facing up. Allowing your left shoulder to get even heavier. If your left hand's on your low back, you might take it just a smidge further. Maybe it can find the outside of your right hip. And if you did bring your left hand behind you or lift it up in any way, bring it back down to the mat beside you. And then we'll all use an inhale to lift back up. Bring that right hand in. You can either sit on your heels or even stand on your knees, but just here for a few more moments longer, taking your left hand to your low back for the first time, or again, maybe sliding your hand towards your right hip. Your head can tip over towards your right shoulder to feel some extra love through the neck, through that left arm and shoulder. Maybe your right hand is holding onto your left hand to keep it in place. But letting an inhale, bring your head back up if it's tipping over. And then you can let your left arm slide back out in front, maybe add a shoulder roll in. And then we can come onto our hands and knees again. Left arm can reach out. Half puppy dog, melt it down, maybe resting your forehead or your left cheek this time. And just softening through that left arm, that left shoulder. And if the right hand is free to move, it might find your low back with your palm facing up. Might slide over towards your left hip. And if it feels like maybe you're taking some weight into your head, instead of that right hand, you may want to bring your right hand back down. Let it take some of the weight instead of putting any sort of extra weight on the head, on the neck. But if your right hand is still behind you, you can start to bring it back and letting an inhale lift you back up. And then slowly taking a seat either on your heels or standing on your knees. And the right hand's going to come to the low back again, or maybe to the left hip. And your head can tip over towards the left side too. Relaxing through your jaw. Letting your shoulder fall from your ear and using an inhale to lift your head up. And then releasing your arm or both of them back in front. You can take a shoulder roll if you'd like to take a shoulder roll or two. And then we're going to make our way to a seated position fully with our legs out wide. So finding a wide straddle, wide feet. If you want to sit on something, you could do that too. But you might point your toes up towards the ceiling or whatever is above you. You might add just a gentle sway or rock of the shoulders side to side. You can close your eyes. How do your inner legs and hips feel? You might start to sway or just tip forwards a little bit more. Maybe you will stay sitting nice and tall. Moving slowly here so that with time you might be able to let the chest go a little further and deepen the stretch a little bit more as your body starts to get used to the position that it's in. As it starts to relax and open up. Let's take just a couple more breaths here. Maybe you are still on that journey of the chest getting a little closer to the ground. Maybe you are still sitting nice and tall. Just feel, just breathe. And then using an inhale to slowly lift. If you are tipping forwards, your hands can come to the outside of your legs to help them come back together. And maybe give your knees a squeeze, a hug, even a gentle rock side to side perhaps. And then we can make our way into just a cross-legged seated position. Or if you wanted to find half lotus again, you could find half lotus. Bring your right foot to your hip crease. If you want full lotus, you could go there too. But take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. Close your eyes if you'd like. And we're going to start to turn our chest towards the right side. Take a twist. Push into your fingertips into the floor behind you and in front of you. Lengthen your spine. And then letting an inhale, bring your chest back forwards and exhale to the other side. Feel the twist through your back. And let an inhale bring you to face forwards, maybe staying here for just a moment or adding a tip forwards. An inhale can lift you up. If you did fold, you can cross your legs the other way. Cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus. Closing your eyes once again and an inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, start to turn your chest towards the left side first. Breathe. Letting an inhale bring you back through center. Exhale to the other side. And then using an inhale to come back once again. Option to add that tip forwards if it feels good. And then letting an inhale bring you right back up. Awesome work, you guys. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart. That is it. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.